What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this amazing Wednesday. I got two of the most legendary brothers in all of crypto on the show. It is my man Echo, the one and only. What's up, Echo?
What up? What's up? How y'all doing today?
Phenomenal, my man. Phenomenal. And then my man Rico. What's up, Rico?
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Now I hear a little buzzing in the background. What is that, Rico?
That is the air compressor here at the barbershop. We use compressed air. It'll stop here in about 2.5 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what is that? Yeah. So, so you have a. I know you have a barbershop. You own your own business, but you also have tattoos as well.
Yeah, we've been building a tattoo studio probably for about the last month and a half. There's a section in the barbershop that makes it all legal, and
nice.
We have it. I don't even want to say a rising star. This woman is phenomenal. The details that she puts in her work is absolutely amazing. And she and I have been friends. She happened to move back to town, and I said, let's do it.
Wow. Yeah, I know that's like real big with some of those reality shows. I saw stuff like Ink and all that stuff, but I got a lot of tattoos back when I was in basketball, all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, man, you got a tattoo. Now, what state are you in right now?
Oklahoma.
So I'm gonna say it live right here. If XRP gets to $20, I'm coming down and getting a tattoo of Gary Gensler on my butt. There you go, right there. Crypto4Life.
You heard it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I might have to rethink the location, but the tattoo, yeah, we're definitely gonna work on that. I'm gonna have to get it somewhere nobody can see it. That's for damn sure. Anyways, you guys, we're having a lot of fun. Hey, by the way, if you guys want, you guys can turn around and I just put this on X. So you guys can share. But you know what, guys? Hey, we got Ladies Night. Ladies Night is every Friday. I think we're picking up a little background noise.
I don't have anything.
Okay, how about we mute and let me see if I'm still doing it. If you guys can both mute, I'll see if it's on my end. Hello? Okay, it's gone. So what I'll do is, for some reason, it looks like it's gone. Okay, let's see if we can get you guys once at a time to unmute. Let's try Echo. Unmute real quick.
All right.
Can you guys hear? Okay, so it must be coming from some kind of sound thing from yours because it's gone, Rico. So we can do it. Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's whenever I speak. I think it's coming from a recoil from maybe your cell phone. It's okay. What you can do is just mute, and then when we have a question, we'll have you just unmute.
Okay. That'll do it.
So guys, we got Ladies Night every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now we got Hanging with the Fellas, co-hosted by myself, Echo, The Truth, and the one and only Rico. And we don't have no D music, but doggone it, I tell you what, we do have Crypto Tales. This is for you. Woo! Yep.
Dude, guys, it's about to be lit. Let's go. There's so much information to cover. Oh my goodness, dude. There's so much information to cover. I'm so happy.
So we're gonna get into it, guys. You know what I realized? I did my woo and didn't have my doggone song queued up. Now I do. Let's try if we can do this again. Because we got. I got to ask you guys, what do you guys think would be a good theme music for us? For the fellas, I mean, ladies got Ladies Night. What can we get for theme music?
There's a lot of rap songs now that have crypto mentioning. So I mean, this thing is growing. So I mean, run it.
Let's see how this Crypto Tale songs. Let's try this one.
Yeah. Getting bags, I ain't lying. Money multiplying. Call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control.
Well, I like that part. We're so tired of this crypto control. We're going to talk about it right now, guys. I'm with the one and only Echo, The Truth, and my man Rico. Let's get right into it, guys. This doggone bill just passed. What is it? Fit 21. What does that mean for crypto, Echo? Take it away, my brother.
Yo, that dude, it means everything for crypto right there. It's like, come on, man. That's the biggest bill of all time. We just passed it. It just got done. Look, even I just put a video out on TikTok, right? I think I should post on X too, maybe. Okay. But anyway, even President Biden even said that he's not even going to veto the bill. This bill is going to go through, and it allows regulation and framework for crypto. The SEC does not have oversight over crypto. they're giving it to the Commodities Futures and Trade Commission.
I don't know if y'all ever seen a black man with goosebumps. I just got goosebumps. Good Lord, pray for me.
Regulation just is kicking in right now. Everything we have all been wanting and we've all been hoping for is happening. It's literally happening right before our very eyes right now. We need regulations before crypto gets introduced, right? And everybody's talking about that floodgate, flip of a switch moment. Oh, don't worry, baby. There's going to be a flip of a switch moment.
So let me ask you this. What do you think the next 24 to 48 hours is going to be like that on X and crypto? You think it's about to go crazy after today?
I mean, I don't think people grasp how big it is.
Wow.
Because we're not in a bull run yet, right? If we were in a bull run, we'll be super excited. I mean, the people that know, then they know how big it is, right? Because it really does set a lot of legal framework around crypto, right? Because we need that in order to issue in this whole entire digital economy that's coming in. I mean, you can't stop what's coming, that's for sure. This is why you're starting, but because you can't stop what's coming. They want to allow America, or we want America to be the ones that are in charge, right? We want to oversight this whole entire thing. At the end of the day, I believe America still wins this, right? As negative as I talk about when it comes to some of the banking side of things, at the end of the day, no matter what, I really do want crypto and regulation to be overseen by the United States of America. The people should oversee that.
Yeah, it's like we're celebrating what should have been in the first place. We're revered as one of the most innovative countries on the planet, once leading in that area, and only to be stifled by a body, a government body, whatever you want to call the SEC, to really embarrass us. And now this is a huge win. Rico, talk about what this FIT21 means to crypto and all of us who are invested.
Well, FIT21 definitely gives a comprehensive regulatory framework, not only for how this whole thing is going to be introduced to the world, but for the CFTC and the SEC, it gives them a guideline on what they can do and what they can't do. To me, that's the biggest thing. That's what I like about the structure of this bill. Is it's saying, hey, SEC, you're doing this, CFTC, you're doing this, and it's, to me, starting the process of digital adoption at the congressional level. It's getting everybody on the same page for our Congress. What the heck is going on? But a lot of people, I don't know if they are grasping it. I caught a show yesterday on X with Mickle. Mickle got it. And so he's putting out why this is such a big deal. I haven't seen a lot of it on TikTok today, so I'm wondering, are they getting it?
Now, how long ago did this just happen? Like moments ago, Echo?
Yeah, it happened earlier today.
Yeah. So has it not set into to everyone's mindset of what's really going on?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure they will. And then they will start seeing because this is not the final bill, right? There's other regulations that have to come in, right? Of course, we have stablecoin regulations that can be coming in by the end of the year. There's a lot of things that still have to come into place, but we're heading in the right direction, and we're heading into it very fast. They're having everything just being presented right in front of us for that switch moment, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, Rico, my wife is here. Shouts out to my beautiful queen Jeanette, which is, y'all my brother, so that's y'all sister. Now, Laura Level just said, Laura Level says 6'8" at $20. I will meet you at the tattoo parlor and also get a tattoo. Now, my problem is I might have to retrace that statement, because if I got my little boxers on, my man boxers, and I'm out there playing spin the bottle with my wife, and she see Gary Gensler on my butt, she might not want to, give me no special moment time. So yeah. I'm going to have to retrace that Gary Gensler. Good Lord, pray for me.
I would say as painful as it is on the bottom of your foot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put it somewhere, but
yeah.
Hey, bro, just get the XRP symbol on your butt cheek and be like, X marks the spot, baby. Let's go right here.
Oh, man, they're going to hold me to it. Okay, now XRP tattoo all day. I could do that all day. Matter of fact, maybe I can talk my brother Echo and Rico. If it gets to $50, maybe we'll all get matching tattoos somewhere on our arm. How about that? Can we do that?
It doesn't even have to get to $50 for me. I'm ready. What's
Okay,
up?
okay, I'm gonna do that. That'll make us all brothers. Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
yeah.
I'm with it. There you go.
I'm ready.
So let's go into the House bill that was just passed. What do you guys now? Let's talk about like where do you see this benefiting the price of or actually let's say this. How do you see that benefiting the lawsuits that are currently out there? Will this bill and the clarity that this bill maybe gives help with some of these lawsuits that the SEC's been out there just kind of slinging their whip and beating down these amazing companies like Ripple, Coinbase? Will that give library opportunity to come back debt box? I mean, what does this mean for those that are in these crazy lawsuits with the SEC right now?
Well, pretty much like I mentioned before, the framework, because it definitely controls the overreach of either the CFTC or the SEC.
Right.
It gives a framework for what they can do. I definitely see that as a definite positive momentum for crypto. So basically, it swats old Gary Gensler back into his chair and lets him know, hey, bro, you only got this much room to reach. So I definitely see in the future. Now, I don't know if it's going to overturn anything, as forth as like maybe the library case. I don't know if it made anything clear about that. But as far as going forward, oh, definitely.
Well, I guess my question is like, so like, you know how typically you go to court and then all of a sudden they find the SEC no longer has power. Does that then go back to those cases and say, well, they don't have any more power for these lawsuits? So does that help dismiss those cases or, their overreach?
The way I see it, what's been put into effect, they were looking for what's good, what's bad. It was a trial and error. I still couldn't justify it. I mean, that has to, somebody's attorney probably needs to bring that back up and say, because I'm not quite sure if that's going to overturn anything that's been done thus far. There hasn't been anything clear and said. I briefly looked over it. I did not see anything about that.
Echo?
Yeah. I mean, I want to double on what Rico had to say because, like he said, library, I believe, is cooked, right? I mean, I'm sorry to say about library, I believe it's cooked. Debt box, I had to give prop to debt box, right? Because debt box itself, they're one of the main reasons why we have these regulatory clarity. I mean, debt box is it's probably the project that nobody talks about because Ripple is in front, center stage, right? But behind the scenes, there's actually debt box that's been exposing them. They're the ones coming after debt box, and they've already been caught wrongdoing debt box, right?
Wow.
But on the front end, you see Ripple, and you see all the information coming out about them. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like the SEC, they're cooked. Like they're done, dude. Like, I mean, my information that I've researched ever since they've been created, and they're part of one of the biggest, schemes of all times, which is the Bernie Madoff.
Right.
So for me, it's like, why are you going to have the SEC oversee the new system that we have coming in? Who's to say what is a security and what isn't a security? Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now we got to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the SEC right now is saying the fact that Ripple is requesting to redact some of the information in regards to the lawsuit. Why do you think that is? Do you think that's a big deal? Where do you think the SEC is trying to go with that? Does Ripple have something to hide? I'm going to start off with whoever wants to answer that, because that's a big elephant in the room right now.
Well, I know that the reason why they want certain information redacted is because they don't want that open to the public. I mean, would you want your financial statements, how you do business, open to the public? I don't think. I think that they want the same affordabilities that most businesses have, which is to keep their information private.
So it's not to hide something.
Well, no? I mean, to some degree, there should be some privacy. I'm saying, I think on the business side of things, you don't want everybody to know how much money you're making.
I see.
You already report quarterly as it is. Okay, but it doesn't go into every fine detail as to how you made money. The SEC wants that information public.
So why do you think that is, Echo? Like, where are they trying to go with this? cause a little bit of reasonable doubt? I mean, what are they trying to do here?
No,
I don't.
I mean, no doubt at all. To be honest with you, I think that people are overthinking it.
Okay.
Right. In all honesty, right? Because you got to think about it, just like Rico said, it's a business, right? You don't want certain information out, right? They do disclose their earnings. They disclose a lot. If you go on report, they're the only blockchain project that has full transparency as far as what it has to be delivered out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been transparent throughout the whole entire process, quarterly after quarterly after quarterly. Right. Now, what do they have to supposedly redact, or what they say hide, is the information from their clients, right? We already know that Ripple's partnered with hundreds, probably thousands of entities around the world. In order for them to be the liquidity for these institutions, for these banks, they're going to need those guys' information, those records.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say you're partnered with Google. You think you're gonna, if they bought this much XRP or something, right? And it's signed in an NDA, they're gonna need to know what Google's financial history, financial records are. Right. Hey, if we're gonna be partners up together, I want to know what your financial records look like.
Right.
That's the information that they don't want out to the public, because the public doesn't need to know other people or other companies' information. I feel like, right? I don't feel like they have anything to hide as far as, they're mismanaging money or anything like that. Look, the truth of the matter is that the information that's coming out when it comes to this, when it comes to the redactable or redacting information, is that the judge already approved the first portion of it. They're just going through the other information as far as what information wants to be redacted. The SEC is just prolonging this whole entire situation. But as you can see, with the most recent, approval House bill, they're not going to be overseeing much here further.
So it's another tactic, like saying we want $2 billion, knowing they're not going to get it, but just to cause some crap to make a point on something that's really irrelevant to the public.
Well, what's established still that's ongoing in this court case, it's kind of like the library case. Even though we have here in the FIT 21 bill, it's gives a clear guideline of what the SEC can do and what they can't do. The question becomes, since this court case is still going, there hasn't been anything functioning as far as there's any clear rules or anything like that beforehand. What's satisfied, in this court case is still current. So if the SEC can get this information and slide it in underneath, any type of other regulation, it's going to be there. That's what we don't want. And I admit, I think Ripple should fight any type of information that's outside of what should be reported.
Right.
They should fight it.
It just makes you sick. Kind of like when they want to bring that one witness or that last minute person up to in the courts. It's like they're doing everything. When you think of the SEC, instead of thinking about a government entity, body, whatever you want to call it, that you revere, is like they're just freaking snakes, man. Even to the point where judges in our judicial system are saying these guys have no ethics. They lie. They're snakes. It's like that's who's representing us. So I can understand why this FIT 21 gets passed, because you're almost in a position as far as congressionally going, either we stand and we're for this BS or we're not. And I think at the end of the day, this has to be put into effect where it's just enough is enough. And let's move forward. You guys tried to be the bully. It didn't work. You got the XRP army. You got some incredible people out there that know what they're talking about. You got some really brilliant minds, and there's no freaking way that you guys are going to stop this innovation. So you know what? Let's get this FIT 21. Let's pass it. Damn it. Get Gary Gensler and his crony puppet master Elizabeth Warren out of there, and let's move forward so we can get back into this position of being revered by our people. So it's almost like, they allow the corruption, but they're going to stop it so they can come out maybe the hero by passing this situation. It's like a good cop, bad cop in there. It's just funny. It's funny.
Well, you got to understand the reason why all of these things are happening in the first place. They look at the SEC as stifling innovation here in America. If you're going to have a crypto base here in America where money is being transferred and utilized in such a way with a USD token, everybody else has got something going on. Why don't we? And you got to get the bad actors out of the way. Yep. And this is what this bill is definitely doing. It's putting everybody in their place. that's something that you have to satisfy first before we start breaking down other issues. Who's going to be the cop on the block for all of this?
Right.
That's one thing that Congress does, and they satisfied that. So I'm happy. I'm excited. It's definitely a let's go thing, So it's definitely making things clear.
I love it. Echo.
Bro, yeah, you can't stop what's coming. I mean, I like how you phrased it earlier. I would have phrased it, we're going back to the future, y'all.
Yeah.
We are about to go back to the future. Technology, right. We are about to, what do you call that, a quantum leap? We're freaking, telling y'all, blockchain is a game changer. Game changer.
Guys, I tell you what, I don't even know what to feel right now, because it's almost like when Judge Annalisa Torres ruled that XRP is not a security. This is big for the crypto space as a whole. It's just that big, but for everyone. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm so excited to have these two guys on. 800 people watching live on X and on YouTube in just 20 minutes. 800 people in 20 minutes. I'm trying to figure out who the hell I got on this show. I think I got two of the most bullish guys, legendary brothers in all of crypto. And the only way to say that I appreciate these guys and to play this. Echo, Rico, this is for you.
Already know, basically let money go. Swimming in the dough as you see gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'm better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikTok on my new wristwatch, get that Vegas crypto meetup.
Let's talk about Vegas crypto meetup, man. That was Echo got the dog. I gotta keep it going.
Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. It'll show a lady E in the bag, man. The next night,
yeah.
Party, so you know we have to take flight. So many years and it's still no tears.
You gotta love it. He brought the dog to the party, man. That's how we do it out here. We are all celebrating, even the dog, because the dog knows if XRP starts getting up there in price, he's gonna get a whole new set of treats when we stop.
Whole new doghouse.
Whole new dog.
Lately, you already know it.
Yeah, Echo's gonna give him that little collar with the little diamond studs, and he's like, "All right, there you go. Hey, things are changing." Let's talk about
whatever he wants, bro. I give him steaks for life, bro.
Hey, come on now.
Well, you want a T-bone? You want a porterhouse, baby? Let's go.
That's funny as heck. Hey, we're gonna go into feelings on Thomas Massie, congressman in Kentucky submitting a bill to end the feds. How big is that if that goes through?
I'm going to let you handle that, Echo, but I'm just going to say that's flipping fucking massive. Excuse my French. It is.
Let's do it, man. I love it. There's no censor here.
Hey, it's coincidental, right? First and foremost, Tom Massie, congressman here in Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. All right. Him putting in that bill is probably one of the most bullish things I have for this whole entire transition that we're going through, right? With the crypto bill that was just passed simultaneously, right? You're going to be able to remove the central banking system that was created back in 1913, right? The Federal Reserve Act, alongside, let's just say we could sit here and say the IRA or IRS too as well. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but for the most part, when you get rid of one, you're getting rid of the other. Okay. The rule of thumb is that we have to be able to get out of the system that we're currently in to go into this new system. Unfortunately, right, we're the money, how it's been controlled, right? The money handlers, we're going through a biblical moment of time right now where we're changing the money handlers. It's been said throughout history, right? It's said in the Bible. And with Tom Massie actually putting that bill in only solidifies that what we need to do and what has to be done. Okay. Now, although, in my opinion, central banks are good, right? Because they do issue money and credit, and we have to have credit liquidity in order to grow, GDP. At the same time as you cannot have a central bank entity be able to control the money that can manipulate it. And they've gone so far since 1913 to manipulate it. We're down 99.7% of our purchasing power with the U.S. dollar ever since the inception of the Federal Reserve, right?
Wow.
A lot of people don't realize that, we don't need a central bank to actually work, right? It's been shown already. This is why crypto exists. Crypto is nothing new, right? It's been out since 2009.
Right.
And it's just evolving right now. It's about to overtake this. And
That's
in
right.
order for us to move into that new era, we have to get rid of the Federal Reserve, unfortunately. Either get rid of them or they just get rebranded and, there is complete oversight over them, right? But something has to be done with them.
Now let me ask you this: with everything that's going on, and Rico, I'm gonna let you jump on that as well.
Thank you.
Is this, is all the stuff going on? Do you think they're gonna make Gary Gensler the fall guy? Like almost like they let it all go for a while, but now that they see that, hey, we need to push this forward, is Gary Gensler gonna be like the fall guy for everything? You think?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Well, whoever wants to answer that, or you want to go back to the original?
No, I want to go back to the first question.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to answer your question now.
Okay.
Gary Gensler is just a fall guy, period. Okay. You can. Hey, I tripped and fell and hit my knee. Gary Gensler.
Wow.
Okay. The weather is cold and it should be hot today. Gary Gensler.
Wow.
Anything that you can. He was the first one. You got to give him. First of all, you got to give him some kind of credit. He took on this thing bigger than life, and all he did was establish why we have to have a congressional Congress in the first place. Okay? Because if one tyrannical source of the American government just went bird crazy, it's showing now that we, even though it's late in the game, but we do have a system that corrects itself. It's now showing the whole world that we know how to slap the mess out of somebody that gets out of place. And he's feeling that. So going back to the original scenario, which Echo was talking about, there's a reason why we do have a Fed, or well, we've had one. Not the original reason, but how it had evolved over a period of time.
Okay.
Our American government right now is going out of control, spending money as well. Okay. And because the Fed is on the outside of this thing, the Fed even loaning or printing the money, whatever, who checks the Fed?
Wow.
All right. So the Fed is not under any jurisdiction within our whole entire framework. They just print money, and it's up to us to see how we're going to garner the expansion of a streamline of this money.
Wow.
So I've been trying to wait for this because I know there's questions coming down the line. So I'm just going to leave it there and kind of answer that question.
Okay.
Because there's some things coming down the line that even put the Fed in check. But we need now a system that has a full check and balancing. And I believe that full check and balancing is on part with a CBDC.
Wow.
Okay. Because, a CBDC, even on the private side, the wholesale side, and we're going to talk about that too, even on the wholesale side, still has a check and balancing system because of the fact that it's written. It's written, meaning I printed this amount of money and we pumped this much money into the economy and we paid China this amount of money because we wanted to get these goods. They have a ledger for that. And so if you know what you hold, you know that there's a public access to the ledger and there's a private access to a ledger. The private access is for the CBDC side. I don't see a retail CBDC for America. We're going to talk about that too.
Oh, wow. Now let me ask this question because I know everyone's got to be thinking it. Is Gary Gensler's job on the line?
Hell yes. Yes. I can't wait till he goes. I want to see him working at Burger King.
Well,
I will go by. I don't care
on.
if he is in Cincinnati, Ohio, working behind the desk at Burger King. I'm going to go get a burger.
Well, you guys are my brothers, and I want you guys to know that for you and Echo, you guys know that I've had some incredible people on this show. I mean, absolutely incredible, brilliant minds on this show that we've done live. You guys do not know, however, I called up my friend whose cousin does hair. And the cousin who does hair takes their dogs to a kennel, and the kennel owner knows Elizabeth Warren, who then did a favor for them, who did her wig, and they called Gary Gensler. And by the way, we got dumbass Gary Gensler right here on the show. You guys probably didn't know that, so I want you to ask any question that Gary Gensler. Do any one of you guys have a question? Let's see if we can get Gary on right now. I think he's live. Gary, are you there? Gary.
Hello.
Hey, Gary. How you doing? This is your boy James, AK68J. I'm here with my man Echo and Rico. We just want to know. I'm gonna start with the first question. Do you really think you're gonna keep your job with your stupid ass right now? I just want to know. Do you think that? We are stupid as hell. You're a puppet. We're sick and tired of your shit, Gary. I'm gonna say it live. I don't care if I get banned. What do you have to say about your actions with crypto and what you've been doing to the XRP army and the rest of the crypto space? Just answer that if you can.
Can you guys hear me?
Here, you answer the damn question, Gary.
I'm a dumbass.
Okay, well, we know that. So, Rico and Echo, I want you. Do you guys have any questions? I'm trying to keep a straight face here. Can you guys ask any questions you guys might want to dumbass Gary Gensler right now? We're live. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff to get Gary on the show now. Anything, Rico? You guys, any questions?
Yeah, I got a question for
Okay,
him.
go ahead.
I just want to know, did you think that you were going to be relevant in all of this? What did you think you were doing?
I'm sorry.
He didn't say sorry. Answer the question if you can.
Can we settle?
Well, Rico, I guess that's all he has. So he wants to know if he can settle. I don't know.
This is not the congressional hearing, by the way, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
You can answer these questions. These are simple questions. You know, I don't know. We want you to sell it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that?
I'm stupid, but I'll answer any questions you guys might have.
Guys, I don't know what's going on with Gary. I wouldn't trust anything that he's saying. But the fact that he actually came on the show and let me and Rico and Echo roast him, I got to give it up for Gary for coming on the show. Gary, Elizabeth Warren, both of y'all dumbasses, this is for you.
And I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? That's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
Woo!
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one?
Excellent.
Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
The only show in all of crypto that can get Gary Dumbass Gensler live, Crypto4Life, with your boy Echo and your other boys, Rico. Guys, right here, what do you guys got to say about that? The fact that he actually had the cojones to come on our show.
I couldn't even do a straight face, yo. I just plead
the fifth.
Oh man, I don't know. I almost lost it too. I'm sorry. I was doing everything I can to keep it together. The fact that we had dumbass Gary, but we appreciate him. Thank you, dumbass Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, exactly.
Gary.
What's going on with the price of gold? Let's switch it a little bit because it just hit a new all-time high. So what do you guys foresee with gold and with silver? And as you guys answer that, we're at 30 minutes and over 1,000 people watching us live on X and YouTube. Doggone it. Congratulations to you guys for being on the show. Echo, Rico, take the question with gold and silver. What's going on?
I just believe that the gold and silver hitting all-time highs.
Yep.
That just establishes the belief that the value of the dollar is going down, and God's money, okay, is really holding the value. There's nothing more to really look at about that. It's becoming more and more apparent to everybody that a basket of groceries is $600 at Walmart.
That's crazy.
Okay, and it's going up higher. Where do you find refuge in all of this? There's a couple places, but gold and silver come to mind.
Yeah, Echo, same question, man. Gold is all-time high. Silver is so undervalued. Where do you see everything going? I know you're so connected to the debt clock and everything that's just going on. Just bring us up to par with some things, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I think gold is definitely going to end the feds. That's for sure. But what's going to put it in overkill is definitely silver. I've done so much research on, the history of the monetary system, right? As far as going all the way back to what really, gold and silver really are. And when you think about it, it is being God's money, right? The truest form of money. When you manipulate the system to how they have been, right, by issuing out these notes, Federal Reserve notes, and it used to be backed by that gold and silver, but it's no longer that no more, right? 71, they got taken off the gold standard, and ever since then, it's just been endless money printing, right? We're over $34 trillion in the national debt, $100 trillion in overall debt, and $625 trillion in the derivative market.
Wow.
Right? The derivative market is the biggest market of them all right now, the online casino for all the banks. The price of gold reaching new all-time high again should signal that there's some uncertainty within the economy, right? There's a reason why we go to gold, but everybody talks about the price of gold only being 24.50 or something like that, right? That it hit. But it knocked on the door time and time and time again. And anybody that's been in crypto and stocks, Forex or whatever, they know eventually whenever it gets out of that range, it's going to pop off, right? It being all-time high means it goes into price discovery mode. We're going to find out what the true price of gold really is because we're going to go to this natural value of gold because we are going to go back or go on to a asset-backed currency, right? Overall speaking. Now, the price of silver has been overall suppressed, in my opinion, more than gold because back before the Coinage Act of 1783 is when they actually, from the Coinage Act was whenever they passed that gold, the ratio for silver to gold was 15-1. Right now it's around 75-1.
Okay.
So it's extremely undervalued being at the price, right? And this doesn't include all the money that's been printed in the past few years. Because once that system it ends, that Federal Reserve note, once everybody starts figuring out that that's not the way, and we go on to this new financial system, it's going to appreciate all the values of all the precious metals. I mean, copper hit a new all-time high as well earlier this week too.
Oh wow.
Aluminum is going to. I mean, every single precious metal, any type of asset, anything outside of the U.S. dollar, pretty much is going to start appreciating the value that hasn't been manipulated through the few years. Like the real estate market is starting to fall, or not starting. It's already been falling, right?
Right.
But the real estate market is falling because they manipulated it, and it needs to correct itself. The automobile market is falling because they manipulate it, and now it's correcting.
That makes sense.
Commercial real estate market, same thing. So right now, since those are collapsing, the liquidity is going somewhere else. We're going to go into, these assets, these other assets. It's just where the money. You just got to follow the money, right?
Right.
And now you're going to see all this liquidity come in, and then that issues in with the other regulations that go into. I mean, in my opinion, gold. Gold is could be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, and beyond because you don't know how much money's been printed out there. I mean, you're talking about $625 trillion just in the derivative market. I mean, there's more money than that, right? But the derivative market is a massive market, and that money is going to have to go somewhere. If you're going to back up all the money, right, eventually, because the money has to be paid back. It's debt. At the end of the day, it's debt.
Right.
Whenever, even though you can sit there and say we forgive the debt has to still be returned in a way back to the people.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I have a friend out here who's big in gold, who's really big in gold and silver, and he's been having a hard time finding gold. And he told me the other day that he had a friend calling him from another state saying, "Hey man, if you can get hold of some gold and I'll send you the money." Like, it's just crazy how chaotic it is right now. And then people are just like, I mean, they're going to pawn shop, they're doing everything they can do to find gold and silver right now. It's just nuts, man. So I can see how things are about to get crazy.
Well, there's evidence of what Echo is saying. If you do research outside of the U.S. too as well, Zimbabwe last month, their currency is now backed by gold.
Wow.
And part of the thing that's going on here is as the dollar dominance starts dwindling down, it puts pressure on other countries for their own currency because they use that dollar to help circumvent their own currency. All right. And as that dominance, we have to raise interest rates here. It puts pressure because now that's dwindling down their own currency at their own back door at home. Okay. They need something to bring up the value. Gold, silver, commodities in general. So what happens when the rest of the world is using gold and silver to back up their currency? What happens to us here at home? We got to get our stuff together, right? Because our dollar is devalued. You're seeing a perpetual cycle much like a CBDC or a stable coin or anything else. You're seeing a perpetual cycle over and over and over. It's coming home. It may get here last, but it's coming home here. And that's why you need the value of absolutely having some gold or silver and things like that too, because we got to back up our own currency. We got to revalue what our dollar is. And if it's going to be digital, do you think it's going to be like the paper that we have this Ponzi scheme going on for forever and ever with the dollar? It's not. That Ponzi scheme is almost up now.
Yeah.
We've got to have something. We got to have some of God's money.
Yeah.
In order to back it up.
Do you think the scarcity is what's going to, I mean, like I said, have you guys experienced anything like that as far as people just not being able to find gold as easy and silver? Have you guys seen that in your areas?
I think that most of us are getting to these components that are online and backing up whatever features we can in order to get it. You know, Costco had been selling gold and they sold out in 2 days?
Yeah.
You know, there's evidence of things that people are not as dumb as we would like to think. There is a lot of us that are on board that really understand what the heck is going on. And we're trying to be ahead of the curve so that we could have gotten it cheaply in order to maybe utilize that as a profit later on.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you just have to do. It all comes in an order. And we're trying to circumvent that too.
Now, for years, guys, you know, when we were dealing with like the scenario with like Bitcoin and other things, you know, we're at a place now where you hear a lot of people say there's going to be a moment in time where it's going to be hard to get into some of these assets. You know, they talk about when XLM, XRP, XTC, when obviously Bitcoin's already at that point. And I mean, to the point where it's $69,000, $70,000, but that time is kind of come and gone. Because of some of the things that's happening right now, Echo and Rico, with the FIT 21, with what this congressman is saying as far as the feds and everything else, are we getting so close to a point where this positive momentum sends crypto into an area where that statement is even more true today than ever before about, you know, either you get it now or you might actually miss the boat? Are we getting to that point right now where things are about to take off, you know, and it could happen any moment now, where people should hopefully understand the position we're in? And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not trying to get people to FOMO, but are we at that point where anything could happen at any moment in a positive way?
Yeah, we are definitely at that moment. One thing too, there is a shortage of, I mean, the price of silver is manipulated, but there is going to be a time when there is a shortage of gold and silver. I mean, it's just physical. I mean, it's just, there's not enough gold and silver for everybody in the world, right? And I made an analogy. I came up with an analogy that if everybody, or 10% of, or if everybody in the U.S. were to buy, 10 ounces of silver, we would take off all the silver in the whole entire market.
Wow.
The physical silver, just 10 ounces, right? $200 or $300 worth of silver. That's everybody in the U.S., not including the world, right? We're just talking about the U.S., you know? So when you think about it, it's not a lot of silver, but then when you think about like how they're manipulating the price, they have it in the derivative market. They have over 400 paper contracts written out to silver.
I see.
To press the price, right? Supposedly, but it's true out there. But if you have a hard time getting silver, I am partnered up with atcostmetals.com, where you can sign up for a membership and you can get your gold and silver at cost. So if you want to check that out, go to my link tree, right? It is definitely it's shipped all over the world too as well. And yeah, but other than that, when you talk about the regulation, going back to the regulation portion of it, yeah, buy physical gold and silver.
So
you just use my referral code.
So let's talk about that. We can continue on with some other questions, because this is something that I'm looking at doing some things with you as well. I know you just kind of introduced us to me. Can you go a little bit more into how this is advantageous for a person? Because that sounds huge. Instead of me trying to go to pawn shops and wasting gas and time and all, you're telling me I can go right through. Kind of explain that process, because I'm not familiar with it myself entirely.
Yeah, so you can go and get you can go and get metal online at like Amex or J Bullion, right? But the metal itself, you're going to pay a markup. You're going to pay a premium, right? But whenever you sign up through at cost metals, okay, you sign up for a membership, and at that membership, as long as you have that membership, you will actually pay. You can actually get the metals at cost, so you don't have to pay the upfront charge, or that surcharge that you have to pay. You'll get it at cost. For example, like the J Bullion, they can the Silver Eagle is marked up like right now. It could be like anywhere from $12 to $16 an ounce.
What? Oh wow.
Yeah, for like the American Eagle, the American Silver Eagle. So in this case, whenever you buy the membership, you get whenever you want to buy that Silver Eagle, or you want to buy precious metal, you get it at cost.
Now this I went to your link tree. I went into where it says a referral. It took me here. Is this something that someone can go watch and get an overview? But then if they want to move forward, they would log in and then use your referral code.
Correct. Yes.
Now, how long is this video? Do you know?
I think it's like probably like I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually watched it.
Okay, so this way to go. So guys, what I actually did for those of you guys who want to check out what Echo's saying, go over to again his link tree, which is right here, right? So you can see right here, Echo. Then you go in here and you just click where it says physical gold silver referral code, which you can see right here is Echo X. You write that down. Once you write that down, you go over to the website, and the website is actually at cost metal.
Yeah, you can click on it. You can click on the link tree.
Okay, link tree, and it takes you right here. So boom, you click that, and then you sign in or join, should I say? And then once you do that, it asks for a referral code, and then they put in Echo X, and boom, that's how they're able. Okay, and now, I definitely want to learn more about that. And I know you were telling me about that. Let's continue on with anything that we either talked about. I don't know. Did we answer the last question? Or were we still on that question?
I think you talked about the regulations coming in through crypto. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I kind of backtracked on that last question.
No, you're okay. Let me see. The last thing I asked was, you remember Rico? What we talked about?
You the man.
Yes. Let's talk about the stock markets. I'm still messed up by dumbass Gary making that gets a print on our show. Let's talk about Gary. Let's talk about the stock market right now. Where do you guys see that going right now?
I mean, there's opportunity. There's opportunities in a lot of spaces right now. Okay. I know Echo and I both talk about being diversified. Right. In your portfolios,
right?
We had GameStop this week, and there's more. There's opportunities in a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily always have to be crypto. The question is, do people believe that the stock market will get a rebound if we go into this new financial system? And I happen to believe that I'm American. I believe that, we see perpetual framework for a digital dollar. I think that we're going to rebound at some particular time. Buy low, sell high. Right. That's always been the thing. So I can't tell you what opportunities your money can spend. I can only tell you what mine are buying.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for opportunity with everything that I've got. So, you just got to believe in what you believe in.
Yeah, and it goes. I do remember the question. The question was, are we getting to a point where it's going to be too late? And I think as I asked that question, I think there's a time. And again, none of us can predict what's getting ready to happen. But what I will say is this: is that when that time comes, and let's say this Fit 21 and some other things get us a little bit bullish, where maybe we see Bitcoin head towards 75,000. Or I know one thing we haven't talked about is the fact that the likelihood of an Ethereum ETF seems like it's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to pop. And I want to talk about that for a second, because I've had both of you guys on this show before, and one of the questions that I asked both of you guys at two separate times was this whole lawsuit against Ethereum legit? Or not lawsuit, but this mention of it being a security, or was it to just push the narrative to get us quickly to an Ethereum ETF? And somehow, some way, it seemed like, even though, they said XRP was a security, and man, it was hell on earth for XRP and Ripple and the XRP army. You say Ethereum is a security, but yet we're getting ready to. That was like they said that maybe 30 to 45, maybe 60 days ago, and all of a sudden we're talking about an Ethereum ETF getting approved. What the hell's going on?
I made a post on TikTok today. Prometheum is what gives the staking ability to Ethereum. And that is one of the things that constitutes Ethereum as a security. We all know that. And then you have this whole talk with an ETF. I'm kind of torn between, common logic. If you know something already, all right, do you continue to keep going down the road even though the value of it is going up, and you play, in my guess, maybe a Russian roulette? It's not that I hate Ethereum. It's just that I see the value of it because it does have gas fees. If you're a business, you would want to be in Ethereum, okay? Because of the high gas fees. You got to think about it. We're still capitalists, and what do capitalists love more than the absolute money is the write-offs in order to keep the money. So the gas fees have value to a business, all right? If there's an ETF and it turns out that Ethereum is a security, what's going to happen to the value of Ethereum?
Yeah,
it's gonna die for a period of time. It doesn't mean a sudden death, but we all watched that same thing happen with XRP. Welcome to, our life. But it'll rebound. There's going to be an opportunity there. So I don't know. It's a catch-22 situation. It's going to be interesting how this whole thing plays out because we all know what we know.
that's right. That's right. Echo?
I mean, getting an Ethereum ETF is inevitable to me. Like, it's going to happen, I know I'm a little negative towards Ethereum because I do believe that it, got some special treatment. At the end of the day, I understand that Ethereum is much needed in the ecosystem itself, right? I understand what it provides, what it's done, what it's doing, right? In the future, we're going to need Ethereum in a sense, right? Not saying that we're going to need it forever. It's just, hey, you play by the rules, you'll be able to, stick around. But there is security measures that are in place for us to properly handle things.
I don't mean to cut you off. I want you to keep going. What bothers you, and I can see it in your face, and because you're my friend and we're all friends, me, you, and Rico, what bothers you is how they got there. Not the fact of what they did, it's how they got there, what they did to get there. That's what pisses me off, is the cheating, the manipulation, the corruption. It's not that we want to, no one wants to see Ethereum go bye-bye. I mean, that's not the point. We don't want to see other these other projects hurt, but damn it, I mean, we want fair. What fair is fair. I mean, I think that's where you're at, right? Just kind of frustrated in the process of how they got there. Yeah.
I mean, I think
I don't know if there's any fair in business though.
I mean,
I get it, Jay. And I really don't. I mean, every time I say Ethereum, it puts a bad taste in my mouth too. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm saying look for the opportunity when the opportunity comes.
I mean, damn it, Rico. People turn their backs. I mean, everyone dropped XRP like a damn bad habit. I mean, everyone, Coinbase, everybody, and that went on for years. Ethereum, less than 60 days ago, they say we've known Ethereum being a security for a whole year, and all of a sudden you're ready to prove a damn. Now I'm not complaining because I was as bullish as hell for the market. But I'm thinking, damn, there's no fair at anything. Not from what they did to XRP Ripple, the fact that they're deemed a security and they get an ETH. I mean, hell, good God, if that's the case, can we just get the whole damn thing with Ripple dropped? I mean, do we get any justice?
It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun, which goes back to Fit 21.
Jesus,
okay, it goes back to Fit 21. Things are going to change. It has to change. And when the rabbit has the gun, which Fit 21 just handed over one gun to the other. It's going to come out, and when it comes out, we'll have an opportunity to buy.
Yeah, my bad, Echo. Go ahead and continue, bro. My bad for cutting you off, bro. My bad.
No, you're perfectly fine.
Too, boss.
I love the comment right there by Mad Kitten because it relates to everything we're saying right now, right? The great thing is about AMC and GME is that the apes are fighting against the same crime in the stock market that the XRP army is fighting against in the financial institution and the SEC, because GME and AMC and shout out to Faraday, my shit Faraday, bro. FFIE. Those are the stocks right now they're running. Right, there's a lot of meme stocks that's running right now because Roaring Kitty, the guy who, if anybody's watched Eat the Short, if anybody understands what happened with GameStop, right, with the short squeeze back in 2021, that's Roaring Kitty, the guy who made that whole entire movement, started from 50 grand and made all the way up to like $50 million, right? He's back on Twitter, and he's been putting out like cryptic messages. I don't really know if it's really him, but it's his profile, and that's why AMC and GME have been popping off lately. A lot of meme stocks have been popping off, right? Wow. I mean, Faraday ran 1,000%, and I think what was it, like a week?
Man, that's crazy.
we had other stock that ran 1,000%. Crown in one day. I mean, meme stocks are popping off right now. I'm like, holy crap, 100, 300, 500. I'm like, holy crap. It seems like crypto, right? But it's all the short sellers that are manipulating the price. Short sellers inside of the derivative market that are shorting AMC. They're shorting GME. They're shorting Faraday. Faraday is the highest shorted stock out there. And anybody that's done their research on what Faraday is, Faraday ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I think Faraday is going to be not financial advice, but I believe that Faraday is going to be one of the biggest plays when it comes to the stock meme coin, and in its history, right? Once you figure out, who the company is and research on envision what the future is going to look like and see where this company could play a part, right? You can see that there's an opportunity at play right there when it comes to the stock market. So I like to, like Rico said earlier, we like to have a diversified portfolio. I have a very diversified portfolio. I have precious metals, right? I have my cryptocurrencies. I have my real estate, right? This past week, because I started originally in the stock market way back in the days in the mortgage game when I betted on, or when I purchased Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac whenever it was down low. So once it started creeping back up, I sold it, and then I got into crypto. That's how my story. So I started in kind of in the stock market thing as well, but I wasn't part of the whole entire GME saga in 2021. But this time, I'm starting to catch it right now, and it's all about being entwined into people in X, on Reddit, right? The communities out there. When you bring all the apes together, right? That's why they're called apes. I mean, they're a whole different breed. I'm going to tell you right now, they're a community that look, the XRP army, love them to death. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Much respect.
Right.
HODL game 100%. But the apes, they're just like, not only we're gonna HODL, but you're gonna dip this thing, we're buying more. We're gonna continue to buy. They're ruthless, bro. And you have Andrew Tate that's gotten behind it. The dude from Barstools, he's behind it. I mean, you got a lot of celebrities that are getting behind the whole GME AMC movement, and it's starting to catch mainstream media. The theory is that because there's so much short positions out there, those shorts are going to have to cover those calls or those plays, right? And if the price continues to move up, just like leveraging, they're leveraging. Some of them are leveraging 100x, right? Jeez. I mean, it's crazy, but they're leveraging 100x to a point that the derivative market, it is where it is now, $625 trillion. If they blow that sucker up, it could legitimately expose how manipulated the system really is when it comes to gold, silver, the money, right? It's crazy to think about that a stock, a GameStop, could possibly blow this whole entire thing to smithereens.
That's crazy.
But it is fairly possible. In my opinion, it's not going to be GameStop. I believe it's going to be silver that's going to expose everything because of the amount of contracts that's out on it. And all we have to do is just do exactly what GameStop boys are doing. Is just go out there and just buy physical silver and just hold on to it. Because we hold on to it, those paper contracts, they don't have enough contracts to fulfill those orders of physical silver. They're going to have to pay us for whatever we value it at. If we say, hey, we only going to sell for $2,000 an ounce, you're going to pay us $2,000 an ounce for it. There's only enough physical silver for so much out there.
Wow. That's crazy. Now, I just saw somebody, Mad Kitten, put, is that like a deal that's going on? Hashtag apes together strong. Is that like a thing going on with that whole community?
That's the whole GME community.
Yeah, that's the whole
the short squeeze communities.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's first. I just saw it right now and put it up on the screen. Let's go in a different area, or unless Rico, you want to add to what Echo just said.
No, that's when it comes to the stocks, I did have some GameStop, so I didn't have a whole bunch. I'm kind of playing with some other things. So I let Echo. I mean, he and I know Echo. All of us know each other very well.
Right.
You know, so I know that that's his strong point. So I'm just here.
Now, let me ask you guys this: the stablecoin regulation. How soon do you guys think that's going to be in effect? And is that something that's next as far as what's coming out? And then also, in addition to that, I saw something like Flare came out, like I guess it's USDX, and everyone thought that was going to be Ripple. That's actually Flare stablecoin or something like that. And then now they're saying that Ripple's is RLUSD or something like that. Can you guys speak on those two things, the two different names, and can we see something happening with that act sooner than later?
As far as the stablecoin regulation, that's what's next at the congressional level. Stablecoin regulation has been introduced. It's being held because they're trying to fix a way to make it all make sense. So in other words, they're not done playing with it. But that's what's next. You got to understand, going back again to the dollar, we've had privilege with our dollar. Okay, now we want to play in the arena with maybe not so much privilege, but with power, with a USD token. That USD token is the control that we need. Everybody's going to need to use it. You don't want to have your money just tied into the mood swings of a market. You want to get out and take profits. That money, it's adding value every day because it's backed 1-to-1 by a dollar. It's part of the game. So that is coming next. We've got framework. Now we're getting right to the regulation.
Wow. Now, by the way, guys, we just had Be Digital. We appreciate you so much. Anytime we get anyone that shows the channel love, we got to make sure that we show you the same love back. And the only way we know how to do that is by saying, you know what, this is for you. Woo!
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Into them bags with them stacks on us. In a different bag, so they try to tax on us. Government some lies with them bags blowing up.
Be Digital.
Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us.
Yep.
Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd. They don't want you to get rich, but die trying.
Oh man, what a powerful statement that was. I want you and
I want to add
Rico.
one more thing that's even more powerful.
Yeah. But did you? Yeah. Go ahead. But that comment right there, we'll go back to the comment. Go ahead, Rico.
Okay, I want to add one more thing that's really, really powerful. XRP, Ripple, they're the only ones that have real regulatory clarity. The fact that they're creating a USD, an RL USD, an XUSD, whatever.
Right.
Guess what? Where do you trust your money? Where do you think all these things? Because of the derivatives market, XRP is there. At your bank, XRP is there. The deal we talked about this. The deal between Ago, HBAR, and XRP. That whole thing, it's going to have USD. You got all these companies now coming out with a USD something. But what has regulatory clarity?
Yeah.
XRP. It's going to add value to the network.
Right.
It's simple. This is not rocket scientist work. Everybody's thinking, I've heard the comments, why is Ripple providing a USD token? They're providing a USD token to provide movement of money all over, whether it's off the market or in the market.
Right.
That's deep. And where are you going to trust that?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Anything you want to piggyback on that, Echo, what he just said?
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop what's coming. I mean, a stablecoin's coming no matter what. I thought it was really interesting that Blair came out and, mentioned that they were going to name their stablecoin USDX because I was hoping that, Ripple would take that one. Right. But I respect Blair because Blair is developed, based on the XRP ledger itself. right? Developers and everything. The dude that created, or the team that created the player network is, community members of the XRP community as well, right? At the same time, it's EVM compatible. I'd always thought that the stablecoin was going to be the stablecoin was going to be made on the on player network, right? I always thought that was Ripple's stablecoin, but seems like Ripple's actually going to make its own native stablecoin, which is overall does make sense. And like Rico said, every blockchain, they have their own stablecoin, right? It's going to keep everything stable no matter what. It's just, when we transition to new system, we have to have a stable coin. There's no doubt, right? And it's going to give the ability for all these blockchains to have a stable price at that point, So, yeah.
No, I love it.
I did want to add that. I did want to add what I really did like is that Flare came out, mentioned that they're going to have the stablecoin is going to be able to be issued on Songbird, right, which is their canary network, which is great, amazing, because that gives the ability for developers to be able to actually test out the network using the stablecoin beforehand to launching the onto mainnet.
Yeah.
Right. So it's phenomenal for me. As somebody that understands how the network, entwines and which things should be turned on. It's magical to see in my brain like how everything connects.
Yeah. No, I love it. No, great points with both of you guys. We're now at almost 1,400 people, just at an hour. Our time is almost done. What I want to do is hand it over to Rico, Echo. Any final thoughts to the community? Anything that's on your mind that we didn't talk about? If you want to recap on something that we didn't cover, make sure you guys do me a huge favor before Rico and Echo take the mic here. I want you guys to go over to X and follow my brother Rico. Is at Rico Peterson 3, at Rico Peterson 3, the man, the myth, the legend. He is massive on TikTok. If you guys want to check him out as well, you guys can check him out over there. And then also go over and follow my man, Pots and Pans, Echo the Truth. It's at Echo the Truth.
My
sure
man, Pots and Pans. I'm taking that. I'm
taking that's all right. That's it, man. Hey, my man, Pots and Pans. And also go over to Echo's link tree. You can see right here if you want to find out more about the gold and everything that he has going on, click this link. Make sure you enter in the code EchoX. You can go over and catch him on his X page here. He has an actual website. I love that hat. So dope. Yeah, he's got the hat on here. That's pretty cool. Merlin, he's got some stuff going on with Merlin right now. And then you can see right here, Join Beyond Broke, Mastermind for Success. You can see that right here as well. And he just got so much stuff, guys. Make sure if you want to connect into his TikTok link, which this guy's got like 140 something odd thousand people following him, and Rico are legends in the TikTok game, TikTok arena. So you guys do me a huge favor and support my brothers over there. So final thoughts, guys. Either one can take it first of what you want to say. It could be anything from your the matching tattoos we're going to get to anything that you want to say, or the fact that you guys love the fact that hey, look, I know there's people who are bigger than me on YouTube, but no one has ever had Dumbass Gary on their show. That's a big accomplishment. That's all I got to say.
Major accomplishment.
Go ahead, guys.
I guess I'll go first. First of all, I want to thank the both of you for allowing me to speak. This is not something that comes very often where you have a mix of personalities and they seem to all match so well. So I'm kind of thankful that I'm able to share whatever I can with you guys and really get to know you guys, and I'm thankful for that. I'm saying watch out for USD, anything, okay? I don't care what it is. That is the digital dollar dominance. You're seeing, continual framework for digital assets, who's going to be the player, how they're going to be played out. I'm telling you, the dominance is coming in USD. Look forward to seeing how that whole framework works out. And that's something that I don't think it kind of just slipped in underneath us real quick. We didn't think that it was going to be a dominance, but now you're seeing all the players. Because I think back in the day, Facebook was trying to create a USD, and they had the SEC all up in their offices, and so we were kind of pushed all back. But now we're seeing USD everywhere.
Right.
So I'm saying that is the dominance that we kind of all want to have the privilege, and for really us to slip in and really control the market. So just keep your eyes out, man. This is an amazing time. Everything just keeps happening.
Yeah.
All you got to do is play your position. Don't let anybody fudge you. Don't let anybody nudge you. Meaning, do your own research. If you can do your own research, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
This is the time. That's all I want to say.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. And we appreciate you too, my brother, for sure. Echo.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what Rico had to say, you know, this is an amazing time in human history. Be thankful, be blessed. You know, I know it's dark times out there, right? But there's light coming right around the corner, you know. And if you position yourself properly, you're going to be ahead of the game, no matter, you know, at that point, no matter what, right? And that's the whole entire purpose of this, right? Nobody can sit there and say that they haven't been warned. There wasn't, you know, nobody showed them the way because the information is out there. You know, I know that there's a lot of negativity going around the XRP, you know, the price and everything going on. But
that's right.
You know, one of the things I ask the people that are very negative about XRP and about the price, I'm like, okay, well, have you, you know, explored the XRP ecosystem?
Right.
Have you talked to projects and see what they're doing? Have you taken the time to get into those projects, right? Because the chances of it, and you know, and there are projects that have already been popping off on the XRP ledger. If you know, then you know, right? But I can't sit there and just sit here and say, hey, this is the project, right? But what can I can sit there and say that there are a lot of amazing projects on the XRP ledger that are making major moves. Actually, you want to know what? I'll give everybody one gem.
Oh, here we go.
I've told everybody, and Rico knows this because I told everybody over at TikTok, okay? Casino Coin. Okay? That's one of the big plays with their announcement, with them going multi-chain. Okay? Of course, them and Expector, both of them, I guess you gave you two gems right there.
Wow.
Both of them are working hand in hand together to make a multi-chain bridge to these other ecosystems such as XRP. They're already with the VTHO network, right? XRP, Ethereum, Solana, right? I think that Binance is on the table too as well. But you know, when you think about what is being developed in the background, right, and their use case, right, and when you think about Casino Coin, it's the first regulated casino coin that's in existence, right? And casinos are, you know, me and you, and Rico, we were just at Vegas, right?
Right, that's right.
We know that eventually there's going to be digital, casinos, you know, coins eventually, right? And you can take it on your phone. We won't be using this fiat dollar or, you know, using that paper no more. It'll be scanning on a QR code. Why wouldn't they want, you know, I always think to myself, it's like with that, something like that, why would they not want to be able to use a digital version that's already regulated? And for them to go after just the portion of the blockchain side, I don't know if there's anything going on in the outskirts as far as them partnering up with Caesar Palace or anything like that. But I know that they already have partnership with casinos already outside of the U.S. They're just waiting on regulations. But as you see, we have regulations coming in right now. And as regulations come in more and more, all of these other projects that are built in the ecosystem itself are going to pop off. For example, how I like to measure, and I know a lot of people too, they like to measure this too, is that what was this all-time high? Well, Casino's all-time high previously was in 2017 at 50 cents.
Wow.
You can purchase this thing right now at 0.0003 or 4, which gives it an amazing ROI. But people don't realize that the easiest way to get this token is this coin is to get it through the XRP ledger, through the Zaman wallet. So if you go to all-time high, you go to all, you'll see it. You press
Yeah, that's crazy because, man, that's crazy. The fact that this thing, you can get a huge bag for a little nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What
you
do
you follow them on X because Daniel is the CTO and he's one of the XRP ambassadors.
You're talking about over 50, like 54 cents.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and we started buying it all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, like 0.0001.
Yeah,
54. Yeah, 54. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So yeah, hey, you just got a little nugget, guys, right there from my man Echo the Truth and Rico. Guys, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, We appreciate these guys. I appreciate you guys being here. And from one of the most amazing historians of our lifetime, this guy is amazing. His name is Echo the Truth, and he always says, "Know what you hold, know what you hold." And the only way to actually validate what he said, know what you hold. We're going to give you a little bit of blockchain monkeys before we get out of here. These are the most epic bars, crypto tales, blockchain monkeys, right here. Crypto4Life. This is for you. Woo!
We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on. Yeah, I want the whole damn shit. And if we bring in any further, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here.
Yep.
Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man. And I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globius and XTC and a little more XRP. We not playing.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, we repping for the same set. Because we was here way before the main net. Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years in this.
Man, the only way to go out is bullish with my brother Echo and my man Rico every single Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. I'm super excited, fellas. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
We appreciate you too, and love you guys too, man.
Guys,
Appreciate
the one
it.
and only Echo, Rico, 68J, Crypto4Life. And until next time, we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.